It was a scramble for parents all across the province today as all 83,000 elementary school teachers walked off the job and on to the picket lines for the union's first ever province-wide one-day strike. I'm Pam Seatle outside a Parkdale Junior and Senior Public School where the doors were locked today and will be again tomorrow. The walkout left nearly 1 million kids out of the classroom and indicates a clear escalation of the dispute between teachers and the government. There was a massive show of support for Ontario's teachers outside a Ministry of Education office on Front Street. Hundreds of teachers and others picketed for blocks on both sides of the street.
This is what a union looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
They chanted and played music in a high-energy demonstration.
We have to be optimistic and we have to stay strong, and I feel that with this energy we'll boost, morale, because of course, ideally we don't want to be here. But we need to keep that message of positivity and optimism strong.
We're doing this for the kids. We see what happens to the kids, and we care about the kids.
Teachers say there's been a lack of transparency and some dishonesty on the part of the Ford government during these negotiations. This teacher says the suggestion that a major sticking point is the difference between a 1% and 2% wage increase is simply not true. For her, it's special ed funding.
The special ed support in the classrooms, I am seeing it, and it's devastating to the students. We need more adults in the classrooms. We need smaller class sizes. Absolutely.
This teacher tells me she works at a high-needs school near Regent Park and teaches a grade 5-6 split class of 29 kids. And about a dozen of them are special needs who have no support in the classroom.
It is a load that is enormous, and the stress of trying to get those students with special needs what they need, you're working nonstop on it.
The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario is, of course, not the only teachers' union in dispute with the province. All four are without a contract and are staging job action. In ETFO's case, there are rotating strikes this week and next, with a second province-wide walkout planned for next Tuesday unless there's a resolution. But right now, after negotiations broke down last week, there are no new talks planned.
The reality is this government is making deep cuts to publicly funded education. They're not prepared to make investments in the future of education and students in this province, and that's why our 83,000 members are doing what we're doing.
Education Minister Stephen Lecce did not address the media today, but instead issued a statement saying, in part, our government has put forward reasonable proposals, and it is deeply disappointing parents are still seeing repeated escalation at the expense of our students. Meanwhile, parents took the situation in stride and used the day off for some imposed leisure time.
It's my pleasure to play with my kids, right? It's not a problem for us, so we enjoy the day and snow.
You don't feel like you're losing patience with it all?
A little bit, but again, I'm voting for the teachers 100%.
So after today's full walkout, the rotating strikes will continue tomorrow, and the Toronto board will be included in that along with several others. Then, after next Tuesday's full walkout, the Toronto board will also be out the next day, Wednesday. Every student in the province is looking at 4 days out of the classroom between this week and next. You can go to our website for a full list of what boards will be out and when.